Hi, my name is Khalid Khursheed, Director of Operations for AFNI. Set up operations for another BPO company and grew that company from 150 employees to 2,000. Recently, I started working for AFNI. AFNI is a US-based call center BPO company, and they started up their operations in the Philippines. BPO or call center basically provides services which can be done remotely from anywhere. And when we talk about services, the services does include some voice transactions, some non-voice transactions, and also some other back office work. You'll be amazed to find out that how many non-voice application and services being done out of Philippines. Just to start with, whenever someone is developing a game for Xbox or PS2 or PlayStation 3, it's actually developed somewhere in this part of the world. And before actually it goes live on shelves, people actually test drive it here and do a lot of testing to debug the games. And that is a big industry in the Philippines. And similar to this, all the applications which you see on iPhone, iPad, or all of that, I mean, it's mostly developed around in Asia, and then all the debugging being conducted here as well. So from the applications, it go all the way to the health and healthcare industry as well. A lot of things in terms of medical transcript, billing transcript, medical encoding is being conducted in the Philippines. In fact, there's a huge push this year to move some of the work from the U.S. over to Philippines because of Obamacare restriction and ICD-9 and ICD-10 licensing. Philippines have a good training institutes who can certify ICD-9 and 10 nurses, and based because of that, a lot of healthcare players from the U.S. are moving to Philippines. Apart from that, I know some of the companies are doing some radiation therapy in the Philippines as well. So this is one of the sector it's growing. And from financial services perspective, a lot of work in terms of business processing, financial analysis, all of the banking needs which can be done offshore is already being done in the Philippines. You know, it's a pretty tricky question, because when you talk about advantages, the way I see it, let's say if you have a car, you can you can change the oil of your car on your own, but you would like to go to the experts who actually will do it for you, and which will be good from a cost perspective, also from a quality perspective, and it will be done in a timely manner. So if you take the same approach on the BPO side, all of these companies, let's say if they are working in let's take an example of airline. So airline, what they do is their core business is provide services and relates to travel needs of the customers. Now, the reason they are outsourcing, because as an outsourcer or as a BPO provider, our job is to provide customer service, sales, technical support, or any other services they may need, because that's our core business. That actually enables them to focus on their core business and give the work which we specialize in to us, and we can meet and achieve their targets which they want us to achieve from a customer satisfaction perspective. The number one choice for the companies where they want to put their business. So it is not about the cost, because from a cost perspective, India and some other countries are a little bit cheaper than the Philippines. I think for what you find in the Philippines, the government really support the BPO industry, and they have special tax exemption if you're working or if you want to invest in the BPO company. So that's number one. But for most, the important factor is the quality of the individuals working for BPO compared to anywhere else. So all the people here, I mean, even if they are taking phone calls, they are graduates or they have went to college and completed college, and in some cases you find people who actually are MBAs. So the work ethics is great. The language ability of these folks are pretty good, and it's very difficult to tell that they are in the Philippines if they are working over the phone or some voice applications. Now let's talk about 6 or 7 years ago. 6 or 7 years ago, the industry was still growing because it was pretty new, and we had challenges finding out the resources in the leadership positions who are Filipinos. But in the recent past, we have seen that over the last 5-6 years, now there are a lot of resources who are very capable and great in terms of what they do and manage the operations are available, and they are going up the ranks. They bring in some great values with them, such as they have great working ethics, and the family culture which they bring with them is huge, because as a team, when we try to do something, we'll be very successful, and that's where you find that Filipino employees work best as a team, and that enables us to reach our goals or actually achieve our objectives very easily. Now, if you compare the Filipino employees with some other destinations who actually service BPO industry, the culture here is very customer service oriented. So you see, from a service standpoint, they like to help other individuals, and also they go out of their way to help in some cases, and you don't find that in other places. People generally are very happy, and as I see it, it's a stress-free environment. They don't like to take a lot of stress, and that actually shows in their work when they deliver, because once you don't have stress, you basically convey that freshness and happiness on the phones through your voice, and compared to some other parts of the world, you don't see that, and then also the talent. It's huge. The talent pool is huge. Not only in Metro Manila, but also some other provinces are doing an amazing job in creating a labor pool which will be available to BPO industry over the next few years. Now, all of the employees are well educated, and when you talk about education, that enables them to go beyond the point A and B to assist the customer. As we progress, I do see in the next few years we will have a lot. The talent will be there, and people from Filipino people will be able to hold management positions, because right now the industry is still growing. But as we grow, these people will grow, and there will not be a shortage of management who are local Filipinos.